Insert smart and witty opening to the video because I can't think of one. What's up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and there's the stupidest, possibly the stupidest, a very minor and petty thing that is currently apparently a controversy that everyone is drumming up to potentially be bigger than what it is, and for the stupidest reasons. So over the last day or two, you've probably seen the whole big thing, if you've gone anywhere and looked anywhere on the internet that deals in multi-platform gaming, that there's what I hesitate to call a controversy. Let's call it an overblown controversy. And that overblown controversy is about EA, or specifically BioWare's new IP. Remember that game they showed off very briefly during the EA press conference at E3 2017, and then went into much more detail during the Microsoft press conference. You'll probably remember the game as Anthem. Now, real quick, what is Anthem? Anthem is BioWare / EA's attempt at Destiny, which is Activision and Bungie's attempt at Borderlands. But anyway, that's all beside the point. So, why is everyone up in arms about Anthem? Why is everyone pissed off? Is it because of, checkerboard rendering, or 30 frames per second, or crap frame rate, or crap resolution, or this, that, and the other? No. The latest in what I can call stupid controversies is that over the weekend, Sony, or well, I don't know if you can even call it Sony or EA, whoever it was, put up an official trailer on the official Sony YouTube channel. And that trailer was for Anthem. It was rendered at 4K, or at least it was in 4K of some form. And the big thing that everyone noticed was that the button prompts in the PlayStation, or on the trailer on the PlayStation YouTube channel, were photoshopped from the original Xbox One reveal. The Xbox One trailer, they were photoshopped to the PlayStation 4 buttons. So when the buttons popped up and you could clearly see LB and RB, they were photoshopped to very quickly change to L1 and R1. But for a fraction of a second, you could actually see it. You could see it be LB and RB. And of course, the internet being what it is, naturally a million people dove right into it and watched the trailer frame by frame and saw it clearly and made slow motion GIFs, not GIFs, but GIFs of the button prompts popping up and changing from LBRB to L1R1. And the internet is losing their shit over it. Funny enough, the trailer has actually recently been removed. So, yeah, that says something weird about that. The trailer has been removed from YouTube. But naturally, the internet never forgets, so there's probably a million different re-uploads of it. There's GIFs everywhere, there's images everywhere. It is what it is. It's the internet. We don't forgive, we don't forget. So everyone is all pissed off about this. And here's the thing that you will be completely, probably, surprised to hear me of all people say. The reason for that is, if you are familiar with any of my videos or my channel in general, you know that I hate EA. I hate them with a passion. I hate them as a business. I hate their business practices. I hate what they've done to some of my favorite studios and some of my favorite series. I generally hate the people who work there and the figureheads there, because they're just, well, for lack of a better word, they're muppets. But the stupidest thing that everyone is picking out from this, and again, I know I just said it a second ago, but you're going to be completely blown away to hear me say this. I don't think it was done maliciously. Now, let me go into and explain that, okay? We all know when companies show off a game, they show off the best version of the game. Let's look at recently when Sonic Forces was shown off by Sega. They showed off, I believe it was the PlayStation 4 version. I don't remember if it was the PC version, but I don't remember if they had the PC version available as well, but I believe they showed off the PlayStation 4 version, which makes sense. It was the most powerful console version out there, because the Xbox One X is not released yet. So at the press events, they were using those, because they're not going to use the Nintendo Switch version to showcase their game. They're going to use the best version of their game available. So let's go back and compare this to EA. Now, I'm not defending EA. You know, if you're familiar with me at all, that I despise EA. So I think this is just par for the course, as in they're showing the best version of the game. So let's look at Battlefield 3. Remember when Battlefield 3 was coming back out way, way back, like 600 years ago at this point? And they were going on all the big American TV talk shows and showing off all these trailers and stuff like that. And of course, they were using PC footage of the game. They didn't explicitly say they were using PC footage of the game until called out on it, but they weren't also, or they also weren't saying that they weren't using PlayStation 4. So whatever way you could, or PlayStation or PC footage, but whatever way you look at it, you can call it a lie by omission, you can call it a half-truth, whatever it is. The fact is, they were showing off the best version of their game. Now, obviously, the console version didn't look anything like that, and the console version is wow, but the point is, game companies do this. And yes, to an extent, I believe it's absolute bullshit that games companies can do this. So, I mean, everyone does it. EA does it, Ubisoft does it, Activision does it, whatever it is, they do it. Now, here's the other part that I want to touch on, that I think it wasn't done excessively maliciously. Now, what I mean by that is, as I mentioned a second ago, they're obviously going to want to show off the best version of their game, which makes sense, okay? But at the same time, many people are thinking, because naturally, let's start with the proper pecking order, okay? So you've got, when it comes to platform power, your PC is at your top end. Your PC will blow away a console any day of the week. Then you've got your Xbox One X as the next most powerful platform. Then you've got your PlayStation 4 Pro, then your PlayStation 4, and then your Xbox One. The Switch fell through the ground at some point. Anthem's not even on it, so it doesn't count. But what I'm getting at here is that, yes, the Xbox One X is more powerful than the PlayStation 4. So we all know that Anthem is not going to be native 4K on any console. Even on Xbox One X, it's checkerboard rendered somewhere before 4K and then upscale to it. It's the same way, well, hell, checkerboard rendering is upscaling essentially anyway, but that's beside the point. The PlayStation 4 Pro, because less powerful than the Xbox One X, is also using checkerboard rendering of some sort. Now, chances are it's going to checkerboard render at a lower resolution than the Xbox One X version. Okay, that's a given because it's less powerful. So, what I don't think they did, at least anyway, it's just my opinion, it's just my guess on the whole situation, is that because the Xbox One X version is probably going to checkerboard at a higher resolution than the PlayStation 4 Pro version is going to checkerboard render at. God, I hate the fucking way we have to say all these weird terms just because of all this bullshit technology that comes out that consoles can't do and they need to get around it. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. So, a lot of people seem to think, or well, not a lot of people, but some people, myself included, don't believe that they're intentionally using the Xbox One reveal trailer on the PlayStation 4 channel just to have a higher quality version. Because, as I mentioned, it's probably going to be a slightly lower resolution on PS4 Pro. And if they show off a better version using the Xbox One X trailer, the reveal, whatever you want to call it, it makes the game look better. I don't think they intentionally did that. Maybe they did. I could be wrong. EA are all sorts of corporate scum. But my point is, I think it was just quicker and easier and dirtier just to go into Photoshop, or not even Photoshop, it would have been Premiere or Sony Vegas or whatever they're using. Just Photoshop in, well, is it even called Photoshop if you're retouching up one or two things in video editing rather than just Photoshop? Either way, let's call it Photoshop. It's going to be much easier to just go into Photoshop. Why do I keep saying? Go into Premiere, go into Vegas, there we go. And just find those couple of frames, copy and paste in your image for those frames or whatever it is, and then hit render. And then the final file exports and you're done. Versus actually redoing the entire scene from scratch. Because don't forget, it was the whole fake, fake gamers playing it and all that. But it makes it so much more sense and so much quicker, easier, and dirtier to just do it that way, with photoshopping those couple of frames versus redoing the whole thing natively on PlayStation 4 equivalent hardware or PlayStation 4 Pro or PlayStation 4 or whatever way they do it. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that even that Xbox One X reveal trailer was done on a PC just with the Xbox One button inputs, because, I mean, hell, they've programmed it in already, so you just plug in the controller and you're good to go. So, despite me hating EA and all sorts of crap, I don't think this was done exceptionally maliciously, in the sense I don't think it was done to trick PlayStation 4 users to think their game is going to look as good as the Xbox One X version. I think it was just done in the malicious sense, the minor malicious sense, that one is quicker, easier, and dirtier, and two, it's just that easy. It's just easier to do that, and it's not done to trick, but it's just done because it's the best version of their product that they had available. So what do you think? Do you think everyone's going crazy and blowing this way out of proportion? Hell, I've blown it way out of proportion by making a video on it at this point, because, God, it's just so stupid. Anyway, what do you think about the whole thing? Do you think it's exceptionally malicious? Do you think it's underhanded? Do you think it's just quick and dirty fix? What do you think the deal is anyway? Because at the end of the day, it's probably rendered on we won't say rendered, but it's probably ran on a PC and captured from there anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. Let me know all of that anyway in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the rest of the videos in my channel.